Hey Maniacs, it's Mike here from Hogan Collectables, and I'm back with yet another episode. I'm starting this video as basically it's going to be a little bit of a longer video because I'm going to be going through a lot of oddball items of the Hulkster himself, and basically these oddball items are going to be stemming from laundry bags to video games to stationery pads and pencils and stuff, and all kinds of stuff that the WWE marketing machine, along with the help of several companies throughout the early 90s, this merchandise is primarily of the late 80s and early 90s, helped to make. As I have stated in several other videos, and I will continue to state in a lot of videos, that Terry Bollea basically made the Hulk Hogan character, a pop culture icon, and because of that, the legacy of Hulk Hogan, Hulkamania, became a brand just like no other. I tell you, you have your NASCAR nuts. I don't even know who's big and who's not, Dale Jr. or Tony Stewart or whoever, to your football fanatics like everybody from Joe Namath to Tom Brady or whoever. They're each individually a brand, and basically you have your Cowboys and your Eagles, which are also brands, and then you have the NFL basically. So basically Hulkamania, they created a big tsunami throughout the 80s and lasted throughout the 90s and even to the zeros, becoming a successful brand, and the products that they've made over the years have become commodities, like this oddball item of a tote bag. Merchandise tells a story, and merchandise turns when merchandise turns valuable, turns into a collectible, and a collectible over time turns into a commodity. And these collectibles and merchandise in general tell a story, and basically throughout the 80s items that I've shown you, it's always only Hulk Hogan on it, and usually you have the occasional other wrestler, because WWE really wanted to promote other brands as well. But you'll notice on this belt, for example, you have Hulk Hogan and their logos and stuff, and then you have the promotion of course, the WWE, and then you have Ultimate Warrior on a lot of items, and then you have the very marketable Hulk and Animal of the Legion of Doom. I was Demolition fan, but anyway, you you have Hogan on a lot of belts, but then you have Warrior on a lot of stuff. And even though Hogan still dominated a lot of the merchandising, you have the famous the watch, the cake maker. I don't even know what the heck that thing is, but anyway, and then you have the very successful Pile Driver music album, which was pretty cool. Very corny and cheesy to today's standards, but cool nonetheless. Anyway, you have the Hogan Bank, and then the laundry bag, and as I mentioned earlier, the tote bag. But then you have WWE basically getting into the stationery products, as I have shown in prior videos, but even more so, these mid 80 folders, pads and paper. I mean, like any dictator says in history, I've said it before, you give me your children and I'll show you the future, and Vince McMahon really attacked the stationery products, so much so where all kinds of folders and all kinds of folders, and you name it, were made with Hogan primarily on them. And then as time grew and the Hulkamania brand peaked, they started putting other wrestlers to do cross-promotional things and to expand extra brands, especially right here, like the Macho Man. In 1989, Hogan had to basically go off and do no holds barred. He actually wanted to kind of wean out of wrestling. He kind of wanted to actually retire. He was champ for 4 years, and he kind of wanted to think about retiring in late '87 or '88 actually. And Macho Man was given the torch at WrestleMania 4, and he carried it amazingly throughout all of 1989, and basically I'm sorry, 88 and in '89 at WrestleMania 5. This was, see, merchandise tells a story. You have a Macho Man, which is highly marketable, so you would put him on a video game, and you would also do a promotion of WrestleMania. It's like 3 birds, 1 stone. You have you promote your Hulkamania, promote your Macho Madness, and an event, all the while promoting WWE product. And your bumper stickers, your little candle things, and anyway, and here's some more oddball items. Once again, to reiterate from the beginning, this is going to be a long video, so the haters and trolls, hey, no need for negativity. Just change the channel. It's that darn easy. Anyway, and hopefully some of this is entertaining and maybe even a little educational. Who knows? But that's the very, valuable Hulk Hogan stamper, which is pretty cool. And then the Hogan wallet, as look, it's a Hulk Hogan wallet, but who else is on it? They're trying to pass the torch already, just in regards to merchandise. And Ultimate Warrior even passed Hogan's merchandising in late 1990 and early '91, which is hard for me to admit, but it's true nonetheless. And then you'll notice, like in a lot of merchandise on these oddball items, you have other wrestlers, Warrior and Jake the Snake, who was highly marketable. Very marketable guy. I mean, you talk about characters. Jake the Snake, the best in-ring psychologist in WWE history, in the business, in my opinion. Anyway, in the Hulk Hogan clipboard, while you have, other wrestlers on it promoting, and now, not only do you have the drawing book, but you make another drawing book, with, it tells us a story, but, and then you have pencils and stuff. Then you have Jake Roberts and Warrior and stuff like that, all over different merchandise that helps promote others. And then you have merchandise that becomes like split school supplies. They're all about the kids, and you have shared merchandise all of a sudden. And then here's some oddball items where I'll show you. These are a little bit from earlier, when it was all Hulk Hogan, but very cool nonetheless. How cute and adorable is this? It's a little outfit. How adorable. Anyway, and there's the Hogan Frisbee, and and you'll notice, I mean, I should have covered these first, because it's all Hogan all over everything, but it just goes to show where the WWE was and how dependent they were just on the Hulkamania brand. They really were. And everything was Hogan. This on Milton Bradley, all the companies wanted a piece of it. Even on the backpacks, the gym bags, and the suitcases, the other suitcases, the big knapsacks from the early '80s. I mean, in really earlier years, you could tell, even with stickers and stuff, they really tried to promote other wrestlers and stuff, but one consistency stayed true on everything, even stickers. Hogan was on it to sell it, and you had bags. I mean, look at the marketing of these bags from the early '80s, 84, 85. And you have Hulk Hogan front and center, and then you have, like, subliminally, man, I sound like George W. there. Anyway, subliminally, you know, other names to try to build other brands behind it. You know, Andre the Giant, who was, you know, no bigger brand way back then. But anyway, Rowdy Piper and you know, Fabulous Moolah and all kinds of other names that the WWE wanted to, you know, eventually add on to, all the while, you know, and then even like down here, of course, you have your Hulk Hogan vitamins, which I covered in prior videos, but you have your lunch boxes, and then you have, you know, lunch boxes with, you know, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Rowdy Piper, you know, to help, you know, build other olive branches, you know, outward, to not be so dependent. And you know, anyway, so this video was over 10 minutes. I apologize. Hope you like it. Subscribe to our page, and you get to see other oddball items in future videos. And this has been Hulk Hogan Collectables signing off. Find us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks. Bye.